Willpower is a finite resource. RPE is the leak in your tank. You think you're lazy. You're not. You're just operating with a compromised baseline. Every time you chase a phasic dopamine spike, a scroll, a ping, a hit of caffeine, you aren't just relaxing. You are raising the metabolic cost of your future focus. This isn't a digital detox for your mental health. This is a re-indexing of your neural reward system. We are here to lower your rate of perceived exertion. We aren't seeking enlightenment. We are seeking leverage. In sports science, RPE stands for the rate of perceived exertion. It's the subjective measure of how hard your body feels it's working, regardless of the actual load. In the cognitive world, your RPE is governed by your tonic dopamine reservoir. To the elite strategist, dopamine isn't pleasure, it's momentum. Your brain has two modes: tonic baseline, the steady stream that keeps you moving, and phasic spikes, the jagged bursts of cheap reward. Every spike demands a crash. Physics doesn't allow a free lunch. When you live for the spike, your tonic baseline drops into a deficit. This is why sitting down to code, write, or build feels like physical pain. Your RPE is artificially high because your reservoir is empty. The strategist doesn't work harder. The strategist lowers the cost of the work. The 24-hour digital fast. 1 day, 0 input. The rules are absolute. 0 pixels, no phone, no Kindle, no TV. If it emits light, it's dead. 0 stimulants, no caffeine, no sugar. We need your brain to meet its own boredom in a raw state. The analog interface. 1 notebook, 1 pen. At hour 4, you'll hit the phantom buzz. Your hand will reach for a pocket that isn't there. Observe the twitch. That is your addiction manifesting. At hour 12, you hit the boredom breach. This is where your brain begins internal maintenance. The noise stops, and the strategist finally speaks. Life is rhythmic. Most people live in arrhythmia, constant, jagged spikes. To stay unforced, you implement the tactical reset. For every 60 minutes of high-output strategy, you give yourself 10 minutes of 0 input. Not scrolling, not checking in, just staring. This prevents the RPE from climbing. You become the person who can solve in 4 hours what takes others a week. Not because you're a genius, but because your effort cost is near 0. The world wants you reactive. It wants your RPE high so you're easier to distract. To be unforced is to reclaim your baseline. The highest form of power is the ability to do nothing. Because when you can sit in a room alone and do nothing, you can choose to do anything without the weight of resistance. Reset the hardware, become the strategist. Drop a clock if you're ready to lower the friction. We start tomorrow.